Hello and welcome to your daily love reading for Saturday, Super Saturday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 decks of cards today to bring in the energy around you, your person, your journey. Now, right at the end, I'm going to do a little pick a pile to find out what the emotion of your connection will be over the weekend. So I'm going to bring in the Emoji Lovers Oracle. So we're going to do that later in the reading, so stick around. And I'm going to use the Twin Flame Reflection Tarot, the Twin Flame Angel Numbers Oracle, the Twin Flame Animal Oracle, and the Mystical Wisdom Oracle to connect with the energies around you, your person, your journey. And then I'm going to bring in the feminine and the masculine silence to see what you both may be thinking right now, processing or working out. But before I actually shuffle the cards, they're giving me another Ascension symptom to share with you, and it's to do with the fingers. Now, the fingers are connected with the way we feel this journey, the way we touch things. Think about what you use your fingers for. You play the piano, you touch someone's face, you feel an object, a sensation. Use your fingers to feel. And when there's issues with the fingers, it's usually connected with there being issues in some particular area of your life. So I've got the fingers card here from my Twin Flame Ascension Oracle. So the fingers represent many different aspects of our lives and how we feel about that. So when there's issues in the fingers, we have to really look at what area of our life has been affected. So what they're actually giving me is the middle finger and the ring finger, but on the right hand. So it's about doing the right thing. That's what I'm feeling with the right hand. It's about doing the right thing. Now, the middle finger is connected with anger. Think about what you do if you're angry. Now, I'm not saying you do this directly, but people stick the fingers up, the middle finger up at people or at something. So it's about anger. Now, we've been dealing with anger and frustration, the anger and frustration of not being with each other or the situation for a couple of weeks. And that's been affecting things in the bladder. It's been bringing in heat in the body. And we've been guided to cleanse the sacral chakra and, drink more water and just be more mindful and observe things in a higher way and breathe through any discomfort or pain, whether it's physical pain or emotional pain, affirming this too shall pass. So if you've been having any issues with your middle finger, that's why. Now, I'm not talking about like any big issues, like you're going to break your finger, but you may knock it up, you may break a nail, you may burn it, you may, just hurt it in some way. And the same on the ring finger. Now, the ring finger obviously is connected with commitment. On the left hand, that's where a wedding ring goes. And what I'm feeling is it's about them or you, if you're in your own karmic marriage or karmic living arrangement, to take the ring off the wrong finger to put it on the right finger. So I'm feeling this about the right kind of commitment. And this is also about you setting boundaries down, knowing your own worth, knowing your own value, knowing what you will and won't handle or settle or put up with any longer. You're not going to settle for things any longer. So this is also why you may be experiencing things in these fingers. So it's not a bad thing that you're experiencing them. It's also your higher self's way of getting your attention to say, don't be angry about things, let go and trust what you know is coming to you. Trust what you know is what you're deserving of, what your destiny is in divine timing. So the finger says, address areas that feel wrong or off balance to heal cuts, knocks or abrasions. Now, obviously, if your person is angry at themselves or angry at their life, frustrated with it, feeling like a failure, or they're in the wrong relationship, they're stuck in a karmic cycle, they may well be also having finger issues. So this could be affecting you directly because you're perhaps looking at your own life thinking, I need to set my own boundaries down, or there's things I need to release, or things I need to forgive, or things I need to move away from in my own life, or be able to heal the aspects of their life in my own mind and be okay with where I am and forgive everything and rise. Or you're sensing what they are going through, because they are feeling these things too. So if they are like burning the fingers, or they've got blisters, or they break the nails, or they break a finger, or they get a knock or an abrasion, it's all connected with that. And that's what they give me today, to be able to move forward in a brand new way. And I'm going to do a video later on about how you can actually humanize this connection to make it more easy to detach and to observe it. So I'm going to check out that video later. It's going to be a little extra video later on. So let's shuffle then and see what's going on. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsreadings@gmail.com. So what's the energy around you today? What's the energy that's coming through around you today? What's the energy that's coming through around you? There we go. Right way up, 3 of flames there for you. Very powerful. Progress is being made. So for you, there is a movement happening right now and you can feel it and sense it. So what's the guidance around them today? Reverse card there. This is the reflection tarot, so it's got reversed and, the upright meanings. What's the guidance coming through for them? What's the angel number for them today? What's the angel number for them today? Clear card, please, angels. There we go. Can't get much clearer than it flying out of the deck there. Okay. What's the angel number that's coming in around you? Now, this could be an angel number you're seeing, or it could just be that you need to hear the message around the number in this deck, because you may be seeing your own angel numbers. You may not be specifically seeing the one I'm going to connect with, but I feel that you definitely are seeing numbers and animals. What's the message coming through? What's the message coming through for the journey, please, angels? Or what's the number connected with the journey today? And what animal is helping you today, guiding you straight out? What animal is helping or guiding them today? And what animal is helping or guiding this amazing journey that we're on? What animal is assisting? We've got a few coming through there. And what's the angel guidance today? What's the angel guidance for you today? There it is. What's the angel guidance for them today? The angel guidance for them today. Thank you, angels. There it is. And what's the angel guidance for the journey today? What's the angel guidance for the journey today? There it is. Okay. Now, we're also going to connect with some emotions, because you may be thinking, wonder what they're thinking in the silence, or I wonder what they're processing when they're having time apart or having time in their own mind. So what are they processing or thinking about today? So definitely feel it's that one. What are they processing or thinking about today? There we go. 2 cards. Okay, out of that whole deck. Very powerful. What are you thinking or processing today? And this can be what you're going through. Oh, they gave me block there in the throat chakra. So you may be processing communication you've had and what that means, or the fact that there is no communication, or you may be thinking about, is there going to be communication? This could also be what they're wondering about, what you're thinking about. So definitely feel you're thinking about communication today. Is it coming? When's it coming? What's going to happen with it? And maybe fears or struggles around communication. Maybe feeling like, why aren't they communicating? And you're healing that need. You're healing the need to have communication. So first of all, the message for you is you've got the 3 of flames. So what you need to know is that progress is being made in this connection. Even if it doesn't feel that way right now. The angel's saying you're going to start to see results. Many of you will be already. You may already be seeing results like signs, or maybe you've had communication, or you've had some kind of confirmation about things, or you're going to start seeing that could come in over the next 3 days as well. That's why I feel I really want to do the emoji, the emotion around the connection for you with a pick a pile at the end. So I do feel that you could see results or things happening within the next 3 days, 3 weeks, or at the latest over the next 3 months. It's definitely coming in soon this year. Something's going to happen. So hold your vision. So the angels are saying to you right now, hold your vision, be very clear about what you want, instead of focusing on the negatives or what you don't want, because your dreams are manifesting. And you may see signs of that. You may see signs of a miracle, like a bee. You may also see the number 232. So you may see 222. You may see 333. So again, what I'm seeing here is this could also be something that comes in around the next 2 to 3 days, or even around the 23rd, which is really powerful. So where are we now? We're on the 16th. So within 2 weeks, something could be happening here. So it says romance yourself. So the angels want you to be kind to yourself, to take yourself out on a date, to buy yourself a gift, to be loving towards yourself. Because then when you romance yourself, you don't feel like you need anything from anyone else. You don't feel like you need your person to fulfill you, satisfy you, complete you, because you're giving to yourself everything you want or need. And you don't need to put your life on hold and think, I'm not going to go and visit that place, or go and see that show, or do that thing until we're together, because you're going to have a different experiencing it with you than you would have with them. And you can always do it again with them later down the line. Perhaps you're thinking, I don't want to do that because I want to keep it sacred to me and my person. But the thing is, if you go by yourself, you're having a sacred experience with yourself. And they are inside of you anyway. You are one. So you take them with you everywhere you go. And I've had experiences like that where I've been to a certain place or done a certain thing by myself and had a whole different experience than if I've gone with someone else. So romance yourself as a way of attracting more of this energy into your life. So if you want more romance in your life, if you want them to come towards you in a romantic way, then give that to yourself. Be your own hero, be your own best friend, be your own lover, be your own girlfriend or boyfriend right now. And that will open the door. And yes, that takes strength, but you have it. And you have it right now where we are in this Leo season. So you are strong enough to deal with what's going on. So whatever's going on right now, God's got you. God would not give you anything that you can't handle. So remember your power. You are a warrior of love. You are strong and you're going to start seeing results. And look at this, the peacock spirit around you, saying raise your standards. And that's absolutely what you're doing right now. You're setting boundaries. You know your own worth. You know your own value. You know it doesn't serve you if you're continuously reaching out and not receiving anything back. Or you're going round and round in the same cycles or the same patterns or the same thing. You've got to set your standards. You've got to raise your vibration. You've got to say, I know I belong with them and I trust that journey, that process of it. I trust that we're going to be together and that God has a plan for us in this life. So I'm not going to try and make anything happen, force anything happen, and I'm going to believe in myself. So this is about you being strong. So I love that you've got the peacock because think about how beautiful a peacock is. And you're like that beautiful peacock. Think about how the peacock walks along. And then its feathers pop out. It's just beautiful. That's how you are when you're in your power. So if you start seeing peacocks today, it's a reminder to you to know your own worth. If you're seeing 222, 333, you're being reminded that results are coming. The universe is helping you and investing in you. And the universe is on your side. So understand that you're not a crazy person. Because you may think that at times, I feel like I'm going crazy. I feel like a crazy person. I feel delusional. Am I making all of this up? And each and every single one of us has felt like that at some point. I'm not a crazy person. I know I'm sane and this is real. I just want the pain to end. And sometimes the pain can drive you crazy. The pain can be the emotional pain when you're not together or you're overthinking things. Or it can be the physical pain if you're going through ascension symptoms, if you hurt your fingers or you're going through something else. So breathe through it and affirm, all is well in my world. I am safe, I am loved, I am protected. I am the sanest I have ever been. So you might think that you want the pain to end because it's driving you crazy, but it's teaching you. It's teaching you to romance yourself, to remember your own power. And obviously you want to sort things out with them. But if you're constantly trying to make things happen and you feel like you're hitting a brick wall or you're going round in circles, then you have to trust that at the right time they will make a move towards you. So give this to heaven. Give this to Archangel Raguel. Raguel is the harmonizer. And say, thank you, Archangel Raguel, for helping us to sort things out, to help to harmonize the connection. And you may be tired of the back and forth. And that may be making you feel like a crazy person. It may be draining you, depleting you. And that's why you're being guided to give back to yourself, to raise your standards, to set your boundaries down. Because you may just be tired of the whole thing right now. When you're tired, you give me fear. It's usually fear-based as well. When you're tired of things, it's because you feel depleted. You feel drained. So you're being guided to give back to yourself. And you'll always think about them because they do haunt you. The memories, the feelings, the emotions themselves, they haunt you. You know, you go over things. You may go over a moment you've shared or a kiss you've had or something they've said. It can haunt you. It can keep you up at night. But the angels are saying to you, whatever's happened between the two of you, the best is yet to come. And you know that deep within. So instead of focusing on the negatives, the struggle, the stress, affirm it. The best is yet to come. There's magic in my life. Be like the peacock. Be strong, be sassy, be you. And that puts you into your true Queen of Wands. So the energy around them, we've got the Six of Flames in reverse, okay? Trust the process just a little bit longer. Your rewards are coming. Now, that's really powerful when the message for you is progress is being made, you're starting to see results. So don't give up. And I feel this is really them asking you today to not give up. Make sure you are working on self-love today. You have what it takes to succeed. So they're building themselves up today, looking in the mirror and giving themselves a pep talk so that they can understand, I am capable of change. I can do this. I can make things happen. So before we look at the other cards, let's see what they are struggling with today. What if you don't like the real me? And really, it's not about you at all. It's to do with their own self. What if they don't like the person they really are? Because they've been wearing a mask for so long. They may be afraid to take it off and see what's underneath the person that they really are. So they've got to get okay with the person that they are. And their fear is, what if you don't like the person that I am? But really, it's nothing to do with you at all, because when they are confident in who they are, they'll know that you'll love them anyway. I'm hurting inside and need time alone. So this is what they're going through. They're hurting inside. They're going through their own fears, their own battles, their own struggles. And that's really got nothing to do with you at all. So don't take it personally. It may be about you because they know they have to change to pursue you and be free to be with you. But it's not directly about you. They're just saying, I just need some time. I just need some time alone to process, to think, because I'm hurting inside about the person that I truly want to be. And that's creating a change. So they're saying, don't give up on me. I'm just working on myself today. I'm finding the strength to know that I have what it takes to succeed. So they may also be seeing 2s and 3s. So you're seeing mirrored numbers, as in you're seeing the same numbers that they are seeing. You could also see 23, 32. They're showing this isn't that number, but you may see that number too. But I feel they're seeing 222, 333, because the intensity of this connection, okay, it makes them feel sometimes like, what have I done to deserve this? Am I worthy of this? Is this real? Like you're saying, I feel like a crazy person. They can feel like a crazy person because they can feel like it's too good to be true. So the intensity of this connection may stir up fear in them. A runner-chaser dynamic can form through fear. So really that's what you're being shown. It's not what this number is saying to you. This number is helping them to realise this is more than just a normal relationship. This is soul love. The angels are around them, Jesus around them, the ascended masters around them. They're being guided. And that's what they're being shown in the numbers. But they're also starting to recognise that they don't need to run. They just need to look in the mirror and face themselves. So it's the intensity of the connection that brings in that back and forth or that fear that you're concerning yourself with. Because what you're saying is, I don't like the back and forth. I want the pain to end. I don't like the way things are. I'm tired of this back and forth. Can we sort things out? And that's because you're the Empress. You want to nurture things. You want to nurture that. You want to nurture yourself by getting to the root of things, the bottom of things. And that may well be why you're having finger issues, especially the middle finger if you're feeling angry about things, sticking your finger up, or your ring finger is hurting because they're in a relationship already and they're back and forth to you. Or they are single and they're afraid of committing, or whatever it is that's going on within your dynamic. And the angels are saying to you, you're not a crazy person, have faith. It's fear, the intense fear that causes the problem. And it's no problem, it's something that leads to a solution. So they are gaining a higher understanding. So when they are saying, I need time, I need some time alone to process and think, they've gone within for the answers. And they've gone within for the answers through prayer and meditation. Now, I'm not saying they're sitting around chanting. Some of them may not even be doing meditation the way you perhaps do meditation, but they are finding somewhere to become calm and centered, whether that's going for a walk, going for a drive, going fishing, playing golf, being around their friends, something that relaxes them. But everything you seek will find you in the stillness. So in those still moments, they're finding that truth. And for some of them, those still moments are when they are falling asleep at night. When they're falling asleep at night, they're working things out. That's why I did the Midnight Confessions reading not long ago. And I am offering that now as a personal reading as well. So if you want information on that, you can email me at guidedbyangelsreadings@gmail.com. But what I'm feeling is that they are going within, thinking about all these things and when they're falling asleep at night. So the guidance for them is, look at this, 7 deadly sins. It says humanity's destructive traits. So they get sucked into their fear. And the fear causes 7 deadly sins in them. They start feeling all these things. So we've got lust, gluttony, pride, sloth, wrath, greed, envy. I've got them there for a reason, because it reminds me, if I go into any of that, to connect with the other flip the script and focus on the fruit of the Spirit. And the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. So when they are struggling, when they're pulling away, when they are hurting you, hating themselves, it's because they're in pain. So they are being guided to remember the truth that they can move beyond these things. And it's only fear that's in the way. So I feel this is what you need to be aware of. If they seem to be pulling away, ghosting you, blocking you, or just not being around you, it's nothing that you've done wrong. It's their own fears. In fact, you're doing everything right, okay? So the guidance around the journey, we've got the 8 of Struggles and the 2 of Flames, both the right way round. So the 2 of Flames, and again, this is about fire energy, action, movement. You know, you got rewards are coming. They can have these rewards. They just have to believe in themselves. So we've got make a decision to move forward fearlessly. And this is what they are doing. This is what they are thinking about, because a lot of them are trapped. Okay, so the 8 of Struggles is a trapped energy. They are trapped in a situation of their own making, and they are trying to find a way out. They're trying to plan their escape. And this is what they'll be doing in the silent times, when they're falling asleep. They're working it out. It really is about recognizing that fear only exists in the mind. And that's what they are struggling with. Remember, the fear, the intensity. Allow them time, and this is what you need to know. Allow them time to work through this and to heal and work through their emotions. So this is why they need time. So you might be thinking, how much time do they need? They need the time to understand things. And that's why they are gaining a spiritual understanding. That's why the animal coming through for them, when we connect with them, you know, you've got the lion, the strength, because you were strong, you were powerful. And for them, you know, we've got the fish. And you could see this as like a higher fish. So, for example, you could see this like a dolphin, helping them to lighten the load. You could see it as a whale, helping them to see things in a higher way. But the fish is about going within, having that time to think. And, you know, fishes as well, you know, they kind of go round in circles in bowls. So you might feel like you're going round in circles, but they feel that way too. They don't want to be trapped in this prison they're in. So if you find yourself feeling trapped, choose to look at things from a higher place. And that's exactly what they're doing. So this is showing you that they are on the right path. They're doing what they need to do for their own self. Even if it doesn't seem that way. If you think, oh, it's stuck and they're not doing the work, have faith that they are. It says focus on other things as well. So this is also you perhaps focusing on your work or your creative projects, things that you can do in your own life. But focus on breath work and affirmations to calm the mind, and you will figure it out. And that's what they're doing right now. They're figuring it out. This is a situation that needs time, trust, and faith. So for you, it needs time, trust, faith. They are figuring it out. So the message of the 2 of Flames is that they're making a decision to move forward fearlessly. And you're making a decision to do that by setting your boundaries, raising your standards, raising your vibration, focusing on other things. Hold your vision with unwavering faith and ask the universe what you desire. You must believe it to see it. You know, I was watching a show yesterday, and a lady got a t-shirt on in the show and it said believe on it. And I was like, yeah, believe. That's what you need to do. You need to believe it. So you may be seeing 4s, you may be seeing 1s as well. So you could see 444, 1111, 111, which is all a message to believe and have faith and to trust your angels. But you could also be seeing 4141, because the message is congratulations. You've taken the proper steps on your healing journey, which assures success. Now I've got angel bumps around this, because this is bringing in a heart healing and a heart activation. So what this means is you're doing the right thing, setting your boundaries down, even if it brings up fear. And they're doing the right thing, going within, even if it brings up fear, because it will heal that fear to bring you together. So the animal, look at this. I love this. You know, when I created this deck, we've got the seahorse on the front of the deck, and we've also got it on the back as well. if on this particular card. So this is psychic spiritual power. So the seahorse is helping you both to remember the truth that you are cosmic and magical. Allow your connection to the divine to change your life. So if you start connecting with your angels and guides and connecting with them, in other words, you start working on your romantic connection with yourself and source, which means you're feeling absolutely in love with life, and you feel in love with God, you feel in love with the angels, you just feel in love with the support that you receive when you feel that way. You're not needing it from anyone else or from your person. And then you feel stronger psychically. And they are becoming more psychic and strong because they're allowing themselves to feel this connection more in the 5D. And they also know you're the one. You've got the beauty and grace of the swan. So this is also reminding you as a divine feminine to go with the flow. That anything that comes up in you for healing, anything that triggers you, is an opportunity to heal. It says, flow through your life with ease and grace. Trust your journey and forgive everything and everyone, including yourself. So ask yourself that question today. What do I need to forgive? Who do I need to forgive? It may just be that you need to forgive yourself, especially if you're having finger issues. And if you're having any issues with the other fingers or the thumb, check out my video on that in the Twin Flames Everything You Need to Know playlist. Okay, because I've got all the Ascension symptoms there. But they give me specifically today the middle finger and the ring finger on the right hand, which is about doing things right, taking control. And I'm also seeing these two cards as the masculine and the feminine. So the masculine energy of the seahorse is about them tapping into their intuition, which allows them to see the truth and act upon it and follow their heart, which leads to you, the divine feminine, because you see they're facing each other. It's about coming back together. It's about reunion. And when you're operating in your power and your light, you're at ease with the journey, you're in the flow. I've said this 100 times. If you see a swan in the pond or on the ocean or on water, it's very beautiful. Floating along, it's graceful, gorgeous, attractive. But when you see a swan actually on land flapping around, they're still beautiful and attractive, but they can also seem very scary. If you've actually been up close and personal with a swan on the land, they can be very scary, flapping the wings around. And that's what happens with you. When you go into fear, anxiety, stress, panic, you start panicking, your wings start flapping around. So the guidance for the journey, look at this, resilience. It says, you are strong, rise above tribulations. And what are the tribulations? The tribulations are the 7 deadly sins. When we go into fear, anxiety, stress, when challenges arise, you'll go through trials and tribulations just like Jesus did. Jesus walked the earth, but he also had to go into isolation to process and pray and ask for answers and solutions to understand the truth. He had to find his own way. He had to go on his own sometimes. And that's what you're being reminded. You are given all the strength you need. So remember, you're not alone there. You're figuring it out. So let's bring in an emotion or an energy around your connection. This will be connected with you and them on the journey for the weekend. So pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. So thank you, angels. What's the energy of the connection or the emotion around the connection for pile 1, please? There it is, flew out. Okay. What's the energy or the emotion of the connection, please, for pile number 2? Wow, I've just seen that one. And what's the energy or the emotion for pile number 3? What's the energy or the emotion of the connection, please, for pile number 3? Okay, so pick your pile, 1, 2, or 3, or you may even want to look at all 3 piles and take the bits that resonate, leave what doesn't. And if you do like this message, if it helps, please give me a thumbs up because it really does help me. Okay, so pile 1. Wow, you've got the magician. So you may see a wand, a magic wand, or you may see stars. What you want, I want too. I am manifesting my way back to you. So this is really showing you're on the same page. You want the same things. You're coming back together. You're both manifesting this connection. Now that can also mean that they are trying to get you to message them and you're trying to get them to message you, or you're praying for something to happen, but that's a sign that the universe is on it. So just relax and breathe. It's okay. You both want the same things. So the energy around the connection over the weekend is strength, power, perseverance. Don't give up. You're going to feel something shifting. This is very much connected with the card of you're going to start seeing results. Pile 2, look at this. You got I love you. I love you. So you're going to feel the love. They love you. You love them. It's reciprocated. Some of them could even tell you this over the weekend if you are in communication or they could communicate it without saying the words, or you may see a sign or a synchronicity. So you may get a sign or a synchronicity over the weekend itself that they're in love with you, that they love you. You may see a big heart as well. If you see white hearts, I feel that's a sign. So if you see white hearts, or they send you a white heart, or perhaps someone messages you and randomly puts in a white heart, and obviously white hearts are connected with purity and pure love and unconditional love. And I feel that's what you're being shown, that they love you in a very unconditional way. So the energy of the weekend for you two is love. Pile 3. Yeah, look at this. They're watching you. So they may not be communicating with you, but they are watching you. They're thinking about you. So over the weekend, don't be surprised if you feel something, because they're going to be watching you, watching your social media, looking at your pictures, coming to you through the astral realms, perhaps having very vivid dreams about you. Could even be watching you if you live near each other. So they're saying, I've been stalking your social media. I constantly check up on everything you do. So they're watching you. So your connection, you are watching each other. So you may not be physically together, or you may not be physically communicating, but you are communicating other ways. So you may even communicate through social media and posts, and you know how you do that. So I'm not saying directly like they are, tagging you in a post, but they may put a post on their social media and you just know. You know it's about them, you know it's about you. You just feel it and sense it. So you could be communicating through social media posts in that way. But I feel this is more about them actually keeping an eye on you and what you're doing. So they are watching you over the weekend. So make sure what you're posting is what you want on there. Keeping your thoughts uplifted. Keeping it in line with your standards and your boundaries. And also making sure that you're perhaps feeling good about what you're posting if you're putting a picture on or something you're saying, because they could just be watching you. I hope this helps. Have a great day. They're giving me as well the song, Somebody's Watching You. Somebody's watching you. They give me that song. Okay, so have a great day. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you soon.